Welcome to the Let's Get On With It audio blog thing. I don't know what I want to call this. It can't be a podcast if it's only one episode, so what? Yet another absurdly verbose file containing gratuitous amounts of Grimith. Maybe future Grimith will come up with something good. Anyway, hi, hello, greetings, and congratulations. You're going to have an audio file to listen to for the next God knows how long. Actually, you do. And you're probably not God, so... Good job on that. Play it in the background while you're at your desk job. Listen to it late at night in the comfort of your bed. My sweet, soothing words will caress all of your worries away. Or they'll fill you with new ones. Either way, you're a winner. I'd have typed all these words down and put them in my blog at the Voltron Army, but let's face it, no one uses those blogs. They were a good idea 2 years ago, and Tord, my name is not Lily, got a lot of mileage out of his. But our viewers would rather listen to us than read us. I mean, I have a bloody YouTube channel where people come to watch me play games. It's not a stretch to say the majority of you would rather hear me than read me. Alright, let's begin with lighthearted fare. John Zoidberg 1417 recently returned from his hiatus to upload more videos, mostly concerning Liberal Crime Squad. I find this amusing because I had unsubscribed from him a day prior. Tom's taking an extended break, and I've got to keep the rule of 14. We'll be fine. Next day. Hi, everyone. For those of you who enjoy watching others play RPGs, give Tom a gander. Of particular interest, well, to me anyway, is his lengthy and blind Daggerfall series. Yeah, blind. Poor guy. It's amazing he didn't go on hiatus sooner. The Hannibal Gamer, who I mentioned in my July channel update video, is sporadically continuing his Civilization 4 series. Aaron's latest video, part 5, did have a technical gaffe in it. He muted his microphone, but that's the only major flaw I've noticed. And we all make mistakes. Perhaps, if you give him a look-see and offer him some encouragement, he'll be more driven to continue his chieftain game. Now, since my July channel update, I've had a few more people contact me and ask me for my input on their YouTube channels. Personally, I don't recommend doing this. I'm slow when it comes to responding to PMs, and I'm not the best source of advice. In my opinion, you'd be better off getting in touch with a Let's Play community or subculture somewhere. Now, these folks wanted everything. Positive feedback, negative criticism, the works. So, if you could take some time to do that for me, I'd appreciate it, and I'm sure they will too. First up is Kirukun. That's Kirukunnn. He has a few Fear 2 and Amnesia videos uploaded, but the primary attraction appears to be the Axis and Allies playlist. It looks like he's got a strong handle on technical issues, so that's good. On the other hand, the video on his channel autoplays, and I normally click dislike on those out of spite. Your mileage may vary. Just Drop has a bunch of Realm of the Mad God videos, and a few concerning the closed beta of Smite, whatever that is. A cursory glance indicates that he's really, really hard to hear, but I usually have my laptop volume maxed out, because I can barely hear anything on YouTube, so maybe I'm just an old man who needs a hearing aid. Blue Diamond Warrior 5 really wanted me to get out the word that he's attempting a playthrough of Romance of the Three Kingdoms 7. He's uploaded a call to arms video to see if anyone would like to join him in this endeavor. However, he appears to be using a camera to record his television. Again, your mileage may vary. Finally, Smoshy Dude 1 has uploaded 2 videos of playing Civilization 4 as Stalin. He's got a weird echoey thing going on with his voice, and he doesn't have resource bubbles on, which you don't need, but I've noticed that viewers tend to like them. But hey, it's Civilization 4, and it's probably not something I'll be uploading onto my channel anytime soon, if ever again, so why not cultivate others who are trying to do the same? Future Grimace should be putting links to all of their channels in the video description. Again, if you could spare some time to check out these people on my behalf and give them some feedback, I'd really appreciate it, and I'm sure they would too. However, if you ever think of asking me for advice concerning this hobby, don't. I'm not your resident Let's Playing guru. If you ever want to ask for my help in getting out the word about a new series of yours, don't. I'm not your public relations widget. I tell you what I'm going to do, though. In this very video, I'm going to tell you how to win as a Let's Play hobbyist. Hope you all got your notebooks out and you're ready to inscribe these holy words. Step 1. Find a game which inspires you to share it with others. Step 2. Learn how to record this game so you can share it with others. Step 3. Share it with others. That's it. 3 magical steps and you win. But Grimith, how I find game? Look, you're either inspired or you're not. You could go looking for a suitable game just about anywhere, but if you don't feel the spark required to play a game, talk about it, and share with others, then you can't win at this hobby. Here's an example. The first Let's Get On With It adventure, Liberal Crime Squad. I love LCS. I wanted to talk about LCS with other people interested in LCS, and I wanted to share what I thought was an alternative, less used method of playing the game, i.e. murdering everyone with a small group. Step 1 was trivial to me. Now, let's look at my blind playthrough of Eversion. Even though I knew nothing about the game, I still had the drive to talk about it and share my experiences with others. That's still a successful step 1. It doesn't matter whether you're inspired by the games you know and love or by the games you've never played. All you need is a muse. But Grimith, how I record game? That depends. There's a smorgasbord of recording hardware and software. Want to record from your PC? You can do that. Want to record from your console? You can do that too. Want to record your microphone audio at the same time? Certainly possible. This hobby, like almost every other hobby, has startup costs. Perhaps not in money, depending on what you use, but most definitely in energy. You're going to have to take the time to research the options available and test them out to see which is the best option for you. For some, it's as simple as buying fraps and pressing record. For others, not so much. Note that it's important to learn how to record your game adequately. How can you share your amazing super cool adventures with others if the recording's in dreadful quality? I don't care if you're the most interesting man alive if I can't understand a thing you're saying because your microphone is terrible. True story. But Grimith, how I share? YouTube, duh. You certainly don't have to use YouTube. There are several other locations, Dailymotion, Blip, each with their own sets of users and regulations. If, say, you're starting a pretty screenshot/narrative LP, then you'll obviously want to make a topic on a populated forum with folks you think will be interested. Bay 12, you could go to something awful. Just make sure not to forget about the whole interactivity bit. You're sharing your experiences with others, not cramming them down someone's throat. But Grimith, how I... Insert other question here. Discovery is part of the fun. If you really can't figure it out, though, then ask someone else. The 3 steps I provided above, are all you need to win at this hobby. Adding more steps is your problem. Like, say, if you want a step that tells you how to make money from your videos. I get asked about this sometimes. Can you make money from this hobby? How? Do you make money, Grimith? These days, it's far easier than it used to be. The continued popularity of the Let's Play subculture, let alone YouTube itself, has attracted the attention of businesses and entrepreneurs who see YouTube personalities as opportunities. These networks offer to sponsor promising hobbyists, granting them a YouTube partnership and the ability to run ads on their gameplay videos, which you normally can't do without feeling the wrath of the Google overlords. Furthermore, membership in one of these networks can expose a Let's Player to even more potential viewers. In exchange, the network takes a cut of the ad revenue. What's wrong with that, Grimith? You weren't going to be earning ad revenue without the sponsorship anyway. Isn't earning something better than earning nothing? Well, some networks want more than a cut of the ad revenue, and they're targeting a group of people who know little about contractual legalese. If you're not attentive, you may find yourself without quality control for your own YouTube channel. Still, Grimith, not everyone is so ignorant or foolish. There may be horror stories out there, but there are also instances of people signing these sponsorship deals and retaining total control over their channels. I agree. 2 of my internet acquaintances, J2 John Jeremy, J Squared, J2, and Revicane, have recently signed sponsorship contracts, and by their accounts, they have retained full control over what they upload and when they upload it. They appear to be 2 hobbyists who have capitalized on an opportunity to earn some income for what they do in their spare time. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. After all, if the guy who buys old cars to fix can sell them for a profit, then he can keep buying old cars to fix. That sounds perfectly reasonable, Grimith. So why haven't you signed a sponsorship deal? When I started recording videos all the way back on March 5th, 2010, I never wanted to do anything more than interact with others. That's it. I recorded videos and talked about my love for Liberal Crime Squad and what I did that I thought was so smart. I took screenshots and wrote an in-character narrative weaving everything together. In the end, none of it was good. I was new to recording, the narrative was lacking in force, but I did it anyway. And enough people responded positively that I decided, hey, I'll try something else. So I played Star Zoo and Master of Orion. And even after my father got sick, and so many people thought he would die, and my brain was totally shot to pieces, I eventually got my everything together and finished the 3 games I'd promised to finish: Sid Meier's Alien Crossfire, Galactic Civilizations 2, and Daggerfall. And even through all of that, excuse me, even through all of that, even through everything else, not in all of that time did I wish I could turn this little hobby of mine into a financial payoff. Not once did I hope I'd attract enough viewers that I could annoy with ads in order to make a few dollars. This, what I do. The primary motivation has always been fun. Interacting with others, fun. Yeah, it all works together. I made sense there. Shut up. I spend hours playing games, recording videos, encoding footage, uploading results, replying to comments, reading PMs, learning how to use XSplit, doing viewer participation broadcasts, entertaining people, interacting with others, all because I want to, because my brain has decided that this is a valid expenditure of my time. I am a mercurial person. I have stated as much on repeated occasions in my videos and in these, broadcasts on my Twitch channel. But I am not mercurial about this. No matter what these networks offer, no matter what the recruiters promise, they cannot change the fact that they are in business. And the purpose of business is to make money. If I wanted money that bad, then I would have gone into business instead of being a history major. We'll see whether they can keep harassing me after I set up shop in my cardboard box. But hey, who knows? Maybe I'm wrong. After all, I am Mercurial. I could be wrong. Maybe tomorrow I'll wake up and exclaim, "A sponsorship is a great idea. Those ads can be used as an unfortuitous tax on everyone who doesn't have ad-blocking software. Screw my viewers, bring on the money." It's rare for you all to get such a strongly worded opinion from me. I know chunks of my personality end up forcing themselves in my videos, but I often don't care enough to spend my time on such affairs. This nonchalance has been a sore point for some of my friends, and it perhaps symbolizes part of the affliction from which humankind supposedly suffers: apathy. If only I cared enough to explore the matter further. Good joke, Grimith, good joke. I suppose another case where I've expressed strong feelings involves Civilization 5, but I've never satisfactorily described just how much that game disappointed me. And at this point, screw it. Steam tells me I've spent 175 hours playing Civ 5, and I've spent countless more following pre-release hype, reading reviews, and studying threads on Civ Fanatics and Realms Beyond. Even if I cared enough to elaborate on why I feel like I do, there are people who've done it better. For this, I refer you to Sula's website. Sula is a long-time strategy gamer who used to write extensive AARs. He now records himself playing League of Legends. If you read his Civ 5 editorials, I will link that website in the video description provided Future Grimith remembers, then you'll get a summary of my feelings. I will say, though, that I do think the game has improved considerably since its release, and the vanilla version now actually ain't half bad. It's still a mediocre empire-building game, and it definitely wasn't worth the $50, but it's no longer broken. That's an improvement. Well, by somehow avoiding a 30-minute tirade on Civilization 5, it appears I've run out of lighthearted fare. I reckon my earlier bit on YouTube sponsorships wasn't that lighthearted, but let's move on. Okay. The Let's Get On With It theme has run out of steam. Alright, maybe a little bit of lightheartedness. That's been apparent this entire year. Maybe the stress of my life has been wearing me down, or perhaps the failings of the Civil War Generals 2 and Titans of Steel Warring Sun series bother me more than I'd like to admit. It's not that I think they were failures. I had fun overall, like the pros outweigh the cons, but they just could have been done so much better. My interest in gaming has certainly waned this year, and it's possible I just don't have anything I want to share anymore. Like I mentioned earlier, you can't win at this hobby if you don't have a game you want to share with others. Perhaps I'm finally out of material. Now, is this hobby of mine dead? I don't think so, not yet, but it's very dormant. In recent weeks, though, it's actually experienced a bit of a renaissance, as I've taken to twitch.tv to share live broadcasts with a few viewers. As of late, I've been streaming games with an interactive bent, allowing people who normally can't control how I play to engage in viewer participation. I am admittedly amused by how the viewers have banded together, been dissolved, then made their separate factions, then rejoined each other over games like Executive Suite, The Oregon Trail, and Alter Ego. It really is a riot, especially when majority vote somehow loses. Always a great moment whenever majority vote gets screwed. Sometimes the majority is wrong, and troll games like Alter Ego and Executive Suite love to point that out. If you're interested in catching one of these things as they occur, then I encourage you to keep an eye out for potential announcements on my YouTube channel. I've done a pretty good job of uploading like broadcast announcing videos, but for my latest one, I actually just like made like a broadcast announcement, didn't even upload a video. You can also favorite and follow my Twitch channel, so I've never done this before, but I think you get like instant email notifications whenever you do this. So, if you have like let's say you use Yahoo Mail, and you run Yahoo Messenger, or a program which allows you to simulate the functions of Yahoo Messenger, like Trillion. I don't even know whether Trillion exists anymore. It's not relevant. And I start broadcasting, and you'll get an email notification pop up saying, "Hey, Grimith has started broadcasting." Then you can decide whether you actually want to join. And folks have their emails pop up on their phones and their electronic widgets and stuff like that. So there's a lot of options available to you if you favorite and follow through Twitch. And like I've said, I'm mercurial, so, I mean, I've been doing these broadcast things at very early morning my time. Or very early in the day, rather. Alternatively, you can wait until I click the few simple options that allow me to near instantaneously transfer videos from Twitch to YouTube. But the video quality is not as good, and you won't have a vote. I haven't done this with the July 18th broadcast, or the broadcast that started at the end of July 18th and seeped over to July 19th whenever we played Executive Suite with Revocane's character. And his wife was Bobo. And they had 4 children. I'll get around to that. You know, it's pretty simple. It's really easy. Twitch does a fantastic job of speed loading those videos straight to YouTube, but like I said, the quality ends up being less. Now, for the games that I play, it's not too big of a deal, but still, you won't be able to read things as well. Your mileage may vary. I think that's like the 3rd or 4th time I said that. Also, I get a few questions about the Grimith collage I was planning on making for my 2-year anniversary. It was in March, so April, May, it was a few months ago. What happened to it? It's dead. Dead in the cradle. I snuffed out its life, but I've been dragging it along on the off chance that I'd change my mind. Initially, my father's medical troubles distracted me. Now it's like, well, we're pretty far from the 2-year anniversary. I'd have to upload another video asking you all what you thought the best moments were these past several months and make it like a 2.5-year anniversary collage. Also, I'm repetitive this morning. Ugh. I must admit that I don't find diving into my old videos very enjoyable. Unlike most of my viewers, it seems I don't find myself very amusing. Contrary to how many times I laugh at my own jokes, after the fact, long after the fact, whenever I'm reviewing the footage, I'm like, wow, that was terrible, Grimith. Way to go. That being said, I do still have the videos I planned on using, and I still have a list of timestamps to clip from each video. Maybe I'll do something with it someday. Maybe I'll wait until the 3-year anniversary. Surprise! In regards to the Grimace Soundbites opportunity, it's still available and open to anyone. Now that the Voltron Army's back, you can do a better job of reviewing the forum topic. There's still a video of that uploaded on my channel, though, back in February sometime. I will link to the forum topic in the video description, provided I remember. I actually just did something for Revocane a few hours ago. It was... Oh, man. It is amazing my brain cells are not shattered after what I did for that man. Whew. That was a doozy. If you're interested in getting your very own MP3 of me saying whatever it is you want me to say, like an alarm clock thing, or you want me to do like a theme song for My Little Pony or whatever, then follow the directions in that forum topic. Fair warning, it may take me some time to fulfill your request. There's like a request that someone sent like the beginning of June, and I've kind of forgotten about it a lot, and I just kind of remembered it today. So I just want to do it right. Like, whenever I do, like, voice acting stuff, whenever I'm asked to contribute my voice, and for these Grimith Soundbite things, especially as someone who's paid a lot of money, I want to make the things professional. Like, I want to make them sound good. And I know that's hard to do, considering the fact that I'm using my voice to begin with, and I am not the most calming, soothing voice in the galaxy, but, you know, I want to actually make the person feel like they got a good deal out of this. The whole Grimith Soundbite thing. Like, for example, the guy who donated a truckload full of cash in exchange for getting me to do an audiobook of Neuromancer for him. I'm not finished with that. It's been a few months. It's a work in progress, okay? It's a novel. I want to make sure I do it right for him. There's a lot of pages. I do video editing on me whenever I say something stupid, or make weird gargling sounds with my mouth, whatever disgusting things I do that inhibit the progression of normal thought in everyday life. Stuff that I don't do whenever I record videos for my YouTube channel. Speaking of requests, you know, I'm in a very good mood right now. Sure, I'm a little upset that I'm not vacationing in Puerto Rico like I was last year, and I'm kind of annoyed that I don't have my air conditioner on right now because I'm recording something for the internet. But things have gone well for me as of late, and those who've been a part of my live broadcasts have seen some of that. I'm thankful for having the time and ability to do what I enjoy doing, and I'm glad, so glad, so many people are happy to come along for the ride. I'm especially thankful for and humbled by those who have donated their money to me. As you may know, I set up a PayPal link back in April 2011 at the behest of several individuals who wanted the option. The whole argument of, I was like, I don't think I'm worth the money, and the response was, we should be allowed to decide whether you're worth the money, rabble, rabble, democracy, give us choices, rabble, rabble. And I was like, okay, fine. Since then, I have had money crammed down my throat by people all over the world, and I've spent many days crying over their generosity. They asked for nothing in exchange. No soundbite, no video, no recognition, nothing. Thank you all. And I think it's time I do something for you. Let me see here. I can find this. While I've had a passion for history all my life, my true specialization is my personal history. Throughout the years, I've preserved various scraps of writing, photos, cassette tapes of my audio, awards, and so many other things, almost as if I were a historian. On a few floppy disks, I have old school projects and saved game files. I've got a lot of digitized data as well. Conversations I've had, things I've discovered, pictures which meant so much to me. This is the reason why I'm still upset over what happened to my Zeus laptop last year. There were so many files that were irrevocably lost. If I have an obsession, it is my need to create a comprehensive catalog of what's happened in my life. I mentioned this idiosyncrasy of mine because I have a list of every single person who has donated to Grimith's Tier Collection Fund. I could have printed off a transaction history PDF from PayPal, but I have a tendency to handcraft these things. Anyway, for anyone who's donated, we'll say at least $25. My list says that's Jennifer Dunne, Antti, it's A-N-T-T-I, Eskelinen, Antti Eskelinen, Aidan Kennedy, Christopher Marchegiano, it's Marchegiano, Liam O'Connor Davis, and Kit Tull. So 6 people? Yeah. Please send an email to grimith@voltronarmy.com with a game suggestion. Provided I'm adequately able to record that game, I will spend at least 1 hour playing your selection. Any genre is open to you, and don't worry about whether I own it. I'll buy it myself. However, please make sure that your selection is YouTube friendly. You suggest, say, a dating simulation with explicit content, well, my goodwill only goes so far. Now, for anyone who's donated at least $50, my list says that's S. Ellis, Tobias Franke, M. Fostier, Michael Glennon, Tyler Lesmann, Susan Martin Meikle? 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 David Moss, and Philip Ramey. The above rules apply. However, I will spend at least 3 hours playing your game selection instead of 1. If I finish a game in less time than you've been allotted, tough cookies. For anyone who has donated at least $100, my list says, well, there's technically a few people, but I think I'm going to make 4 brackets, so no one will fall into this third category here. On the off chance I've made a clerical error, the above rules apply. However, I will spend at least 7 hours playing your game selection instead of 3. Now, for anyone who's donated at least $200, that's Jason Blackwell, John Glennon, and Aaron Sargent. The above rules apply. However, I will spend at least 15 hours playing your game selection instead of 7. Alternatively, you may have me divide the time between the 2 7-hour games or even 4 3-hour games. And I will put that information down in the video description. Probably write down the names as well, if that's who you were, if you donated. Contact me, Grimith@voltronarmy.com, the same email that's in charge of the whole PayPal donation thing. You think your name's missing or that I've made a miscalculation on where you should be, send me an email. I'll consult the ledger on PayPal itself. This is a reward for you guys. And spur of the moment thing. And, the people who've given ever so generously to me, who never expected anything, this is a chance for you to, get something in exchange. And you don't have to recommend anything, but I encourage you to if you'd like to see something. I've got an idea for what one of the people, because I recognize names, I have them attached to people, and I'll send messages on my own to make sure that those folks notice this, because not everyone's capable of downloading super long videos and audios of Grimith on the internet. And, see whether I'm right about certain game suggestions. Was that excessively vague? It's okay. Doesn't matter. But yeah, let me know if I did it wrong, alright? So, yeah. Folks who've donated to me, if you donate at least $25, I'll play a game of your choosing for an hour. At least $50, a game of your choosing for 3 hours. At least $100, a game of your choosing for... What did I say? 7 hours? Yeah. And $200, we'll say, 15 hours. That's a nice little bracket there that gives an additional incentive for those who have given lots and lots of cash to Grimith's Tier Collection Fund. Yeah. I'm committed to that. I'm okay with that. I don't have a problem with what I just said there. Okay. Perhaps I finally found my muse. Many people send me suggestions on what they think I'd like to play, or what they think would be fun to watch. Now, while I interact a great deal with my viewers, I usually don't give you all a say in what I'll play on my channel or how I'll play it. After all, research indicates you do nothing more than suggest the least enjoyable games so you could watch me crash and burn. I know you. Don't think I don't know these things. I've been on the internet for a very long time. You cannot fool me. Don't you know who I am? I'm the Grimith. Come on. Still, I think there's a lot of potential here, and I am on vacation, and somehow, perhaps because I'm in a very good, maybe even a great mood, I'm convincing myself that this is a good idea. Man, I am tired. It is 7:40 in the morning. But I think I'm okay with committing to this one. Let's do this. From now until the beginning of August, the opportunity I've just given to longtime supporters will be open to any of you. For $25, you could actually see me play the indie horror game you love. For $50, you could send me back to a terrible part of my childhood by suggesting I play King's Bounty. For $100, we could experience the wonders of a lovely Cyber Dreams game known as Dark Seed 2. One of the worst games I have ever played. And for $200, I could once again show you all how much I love playing Daggerfall. Hey, look, it's another random dungeon, everyone. Woo! Just keep in mind all the aforementioned rules, and think of suggesting 2 games in your email in case I can't record the first one. So yeah, from now until the beginning of August. So today is July 20th right now. Might take me a day to upload this. So folks will have a week and some change. Maybe I'll extend that. I don't know whether I'm feeling that good. I don't know whether my mood's that good. Just like a special spiffy random moment brought to you by Grimith. But yeah, I can commit to that. I'll be fine with that. I will do my best to record any suggestions I receive in a timely manner and in the order in which I receive them. Should no one take advantage of this opportunity, though, not even people who've been long-time donators, I won't be offended. I'll be happy in knowing I offered you all the chance. Don't be concerned about my interest level either. I would not have made this offer if I didn't think I could do it. Just keep in mind that I'm not you, and I probably won't play the game like you, or how you want me to. Particularly if you're suggesting I play a game which you're very good at, and I'm not. What you want to happen might not happen. I'm capable of surprises, and the games I play tend to be capable of surprises too. So, yeah. I think that takes care of this audio blog thing. How much time was that? That was less than 39 minutes. Future Grimith's going to have a blast notarizing timestamps for the topics I've discussed, and I kind of jotted some down, but I wasn't entirely focusing while I was talking. I actually did a pretty good job of being coherent this morning, all things considered. Very repetitive, but maybe I even managed not to be profane. I mean, I know I said bloody once, right? That sounds, or maybe sodding, or maybe... Grimith without profanity. It can really happen! Yeah. I'll make sure to add, timestamps, go through the video, make sure that relevant links I discussed are mentioned down there, links to YouTube channels, links to Sula's Civ 5 editorials, all I'll put down like a rubric system, like reinforcing the whole donation thing. I might even add some visuals to the video, but I personally don't expect anything more than a black screen. And of course, if you've been watching this entire time, you will have noticed that there's nothing more than a black screen. But if you've been staring at this video, like, because I'm going to like attach this to a black screen and upload it onto YouTube, if you've been staring at it this entire time, congratulations, you must have been very bored, very desperate, or both. And even if you've been listening intently and paying attention this entire time, congratulations, because I still think you qualify for those descriptions. Very bored, very desperate, or both. I'm glad I could I'm glad I could be there for you in your time of need. For everyone else, good job prioritizing. You've reached the end, and that's all that matters. I look forward to enjoying the company of all of you in future Let's Get On With It adventures. I really do. Grimith out.